Trận đấu cờ vua giữa kỳ thủ số 1 thế giới người Na Uy Magnus Carlsen và kỳ thủ số 2 thế giới Hikaru Nakamura đã diễn ra vô cùng hấp dẫn tại giải Global Chess League Season 2. Magnus Carlsen chơi quân trắng, đã đấu với Hikaru Nakamura. Carlsen nhanh chóng nắm bắt được thế chủ động, nhưng Nakamura vẫn kiên cường với lối chơi phòng thủ mạnh mẽ. Có một giai đoạn, Nakamura gần như thất bại nhưng dưới áp lực thời gian, Carlsen đã phạm sai lầm. Cả hai kỳ thủ đều mắc thêm lỗi trong cuộc chạy đua thời gian và ván đấu kết thúc với việc hai bên hòa nhau. Hãy cùng xem lại màn đối đầu kinh điển này nhé!
Appears, suddenly a pawn will be reaching there. But okay, well,
he goes back. He wants to trade it, Joanka. He wants to get that knight out from there.
I think this is a good idea in principle. I didn't see that knight retreat. It's actually a very difficult thing to spot. Knight retreats, bishop retreats, because you're always looking forward as a chess player.
Because as you mentioned, if you take here, you are left with a very bad knight. But now what Hikaru is doing is saying that I will take with my other knight. So Magnus brings his rook into the center and Hikaru chops it off.
Yes.
Pawn takes.
But there have been some changes in the position. Magnus now has a very strong pawn. It is blockaded by the rook and, well, Magnus opening up lines, trying to destabilize that beautiful horse there in the middle.
And Hikaru said, my knight is not going anywhere. This pawn is going to protect it. But now comes another piece to destabilize the position. This is an epic game. Love it.
Love it. And take a look at how Magnus is playing and delivering these moves so quickly. And Hikaru now down to 4 minutes and 15 seconds. And the position is so tense. His position is even teetering on the brink because the pawn is actually going to start advancing even further. So Hikaru, desperate times, call for desperate measures and starts going on the counterattack, attacking the queen.
Pushes his pawn, queen moves forward. In fact, I must tell you that I can see the engine here. Both of them are making like the best engine moves, one after the other. It's such a high quality game.
Totally. Excellent defense there from Hikaru. Because if he steps 1 foot wrong, that's it. His position will fall apart because the king is unsafe. And look at Hikaru. He's not afraid of retreating a knight from a fantastic square onto a place where it can defend the black king.
Yeah, and he wants to maybe snatch that pawn. Yeah, if he gets it, he would be very happy. Magnus now brings his rook and attacks the queen. Maybe the best move is to go back with the knight. Oh, look at Hikaru there. He said, okay, I made an error to bring my knight back. I'm going back.
Okay, but now comes this H-pawn.
Harry,
it has a name. It has a devastating effect. And it's the English chess philosophy that when you're in doubt, you just push that H-pawn and see how far it can go. Oh my God!
He's bringing his king in.
What is this? This is a Steins king. Now, Steins was a former world champion. He's one of the first world champions, and he really believed that a king was an excellent piece and he could hold his own against an army. I don't think so.
Oh my God, but what's the logic of
he
this
just
move?
wants this. He steps forward with the queen.
Oh, he wants to trade the queens. Wow, that's the point.
And it might be a bad middle game king, but it sure is a good end game king.
In the end game, the king would be a monster there.
And Magnus, he slides his rook over and says, no, that ain't
not
happening.
Coming here. Wow, that was well spotted there, Joanka. And Magnus pushing Hikaru down on the clock. 3 minutes, 18 seconds for Hikaru. 4 minutes, 15 seconds for Magnus. No increment.
No increment. Oh, this is difficult for Hikaru. His position is so desperate. It's desperate because it's so difficult to find a stabilizing move. Okay, he just slides his rook over. Okay, this is nice. Maybe this knight can just round up this annoying thorn in his side, that pawn on e6.
Yeah, he could have taken it on the last move, but it was so risky that he decided to move his rook, and Magnus now said, sorry, now you cannot take it anymore. If you take it, your queen is hanging.
Yeah. And
he takes the pawn. Okay.
He doesn't care. Wow, he
literally doesn't care.
He is testing Magnus by breaking all the rules. He just doesn't care about his pawn structure. It's shattered. It's bad. His pawns are so weak on the right side of the board.
And look at Magnus there now thinking about what is my next strategy. I used my bishop, I used my pawn, I used my h-pawn. Hikaru has defended admirably. Jovanka, where's the next ammunition coming from?
I don't know.
Oh, the rook joins in. Okay.
This is Hikaru's idea. He's actually going to muse his rook, use that now open G line, and just hold the position together with some nifty rook work.
Right, the rook is attacking the pawn, and I believe Hikaru will defend it at the same time. Plans to double down here.
Yeah, this is such unusual chess there from Hikaru that he's actually forcing Magnus to use the time on the clock to come up with ways to attack the position.
Yeah, this game has lived up to its expectation. Hikaru now threatening also rook here or a queen here to trade off some things.
Yeah, but look at Magnus. He is finding those moves. He's got a big threat.
Here.
Exactly.
Wow.
Rook takes pawn. That would be such a knockout blow.
Only move to defend everything there.
It's so rare that you have a rook right next to your king, merrily defending everything. And it's very rare, I have to say, to play so boldly with your king. Do not try this at home, folks. This is only for the experienced, or if you only must.
If you are the world number 1 and 2, you can do this because rook f5, it's just like both rooks are kind of mirroring each other. And here rook move is forced, but Hikaru is taking his time. What is he thinking? Oh, he's thinking maybe he can snatch this pawn. Perhaps that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, that would be one way to play, but oh, he pushes his pawn.
But that's a mistake. That's, I think, the first serious error now. Magnus can give a check.
He should give a check. He gets a free move.
Yeah, check. King
goes back.
And pushes forward. That was the best move by Magnus.
Comes. Wow.
Oh, you know, Jovanka, now the winning move for Magnus, the only move is to drop the bishop back. Can he find it? I don't...
One thing he shouldn't do, because if he takes the pawn, black can actually capture. Hang on a second. Black can capture.
That's what Hikaru's going to do. He's going to take here.
Yes,
he takes it. Oh, and now he moves the king to the side. He didn't recapture.
But now the rook can move away and just block that diagonal. Whoa.
Wow.
Some beautiful defense there from Hikaru.
Okay, the rook comes in and Magnus like, I'm not letting off your king, go away just yet. I'm still going to attack you. This pawn is still very soft.
In fact, white is threatening rook takes pawn. Now that would be
this one.
Killer.
Bone crusher there. King takes and you just pick up the rook. Look at Hikaru shaking his head.
Oh, how
1
to
minute,
find...
10 seconds left for him.
Is there a defense, Saga?
Yes, the only defense is to take rook there. Oh, finds it!
He finds it.
Oh, man. Hikaru, what a move. This is double exclamation because if you take with the bishop, now I give you a check here, Jovanka. This is insanely beautiful. A check comes in and now it's winning for black because it's a mate here.
No way. That is amazing. And so you can see Magnus, he does not take the rook. Of course he doesn't. He sees everything and he plays
He's
rook
shaking his head. He's shaking his head. It's a game of equals here. You know, both of them matching move for move.
They might be matching move for move, but they are not matching in terms of second by second because Hikaru down to his last 43 seconds.
But now Hikaru's winning.
No.
Hikaru's winning here. His king is actually on the offensive. Magnus takes the pawn. And rook at 6 was the best move, but he brings his knight. It's once again equal.
Yeah, okay, but this is insane because there's a big threat of actually coming to check. The knight is attacking the rook, giving a check from Magnus, and now the king comes in. That's gutsy, but it's good.
Magnus has an extra piece in the attack. His king is attacking.
And now the bishop comes back. It had to come back because black was actually threatening a deadly check there on the d1 square. And Hikaru finding those moves, but he only got 33 seconds.
Ooh, yes, 33. Magnus has 1 extra minute on the clock. I think, Jovanka, that would prove to be critical here.
Yeah, okay.
Takes the pawn.
And now I think Magnus has to just hope that Hikaru doesn't have enough time.
The best move, Jovanka. Queen attacking the pawn. check. Oh, maybe there's a perpetual here. It's a draw.
Yeah.
It's a draw incoming.
Yeah.
Look at
26
Hikaru.
seconds. He's checking everyone's board.
Hikaru looking at the screen and Magnus smiling, saying, you know, you don't have time anyway.
What a game.
Too good. Too good. Absolute brilliance there on the board by both these players. This is pure magic.
That was something else, Saga. And we can see a whole load of other games finished as well. Maybe we can check out what the situation is.
No, it's a very exciting match because top 3 boards ended in draws. We had Elizabeth Pates winning her game for the American Gambits.